Maybe you're somebody out there who's on the fence about the Nintendo Switch 2. Well, this video is just for you because I have spent 9 months with this wonderful system, and spoilers, I really love it. So let's go ahead and jump into what exactly I love about it, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on what this console has to offer in 2026. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. My name's Ryan, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video. Well, it's been 9 months as of the recording of this video since I received my Nintendo Switch 2. And it's really hard to believe because time really has flown by. A lot of things have happened. Great games have come out. I've spent a huge amount of time with this system, and I want to just come in today and talk about some of the things I think are really great about the Switch 2. And my goal with this video is not to sell the Switch 2 to you, but if you want to buy it, of course, feel free and go ahead and do it. But my goal really is to give you my experience and my honest thoughts and opinion on what this system is all about. And more than anything, how much fun I've been having with this system. So if you're on the fence, you don't know if you should jump into buying a Switch 2 now, or you want to hold off on it, maybe wait for that Switch 2 OLED. Well, I'm just going to give you my honest take on where the Switch is right now as of March 2026. Now, of course, if you're somebody who plays the PS5, you're an Xbox guy or girl, and you are multi-console, this video really is not talking to you. I'm sure maybe you could get some great things out of it, but myself, I am a single console gamer. And I have invested into the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 ecosystem. And it's been super. I've really enjoyed it. So I'm coming at it from the perspective of somebody who has that one single console. And honestly, I've had that one single console ever since about 2020. And I have not regretted it one bit. Yeah, sometimes during the Switch's generation, I really haven't been able to play all of the games out there. But I realize that that's okay, and there's a ton of games that are third party and first party that are so good, especially the indie games. All of the JRPGs that have come out for the Switch. It is such a powerhouse for JRPGs. And the Switch 2... the Switch 2 is getting there too. It's got a lot to offer. So let's go ahead and dig into what makes this machine really special to me. And let me know down below, what do you like about the Switch 2? And if you're not interested, well, tell me what you don't like about the Switch 2. And let's have a conversation. But please be respectful in the comments. That's all I ask of you. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So as I said, I got the Switch 2 on launch day back in June 5th of last year, 2025, and I was super excited about it, and Walmart delivered, and then I had to wait for the rest of the work day to be able to get home and play it, unbox it, and set it up and everything. But man, it is such an upgrade from the Switch. Let me grab my Switch. This is my Switch OLED, and just looking at the two side by side, you can tell there's a huge size difference here. I mean, huge. That huge screen there, you can see the difference between the two screens. And I've heard people say in the beginning that the Switch 2 screen just wasn't as bright and colorful as the Switch OLED, and that it just isn't that great. But I can tell you, looking at both of them, yeah, maybe there's some blacker blacks, but honestly, I love that screen size, and I'll take that any day. And of course, you know they're going to be coming out with that OLED Switch 2 at some point in the next few years. There's not a whole lot of weight here, but there is a bit of a weight difference, and I've really gotten used to holding this. And I've got a case on this with grips that make it a whole lot weightier, but still it's not uncomfortable. I can play for 30 minutes, 40 minutes in handheld mode, and it's not bad at all. So it's such a comfortable system, and it's been that way since I purchased it. Now, if you're on the fence, do you get the Switch 2? Do you invest in this? Well, my opinion really is, if you love the Switch, go out and get a Switch 2. You cannot go wrong. The biggest thing I want to talk about in this video today is the huge advantage of backwards compatibility. And I have to say, all the games that I have played on the Switch 2, or that I have purchased on the Switch, I can play on the Switch 2. There are no games at this point that are not compatible, and that's a huge plus, and I really appreciate that Nintendo did that. All the cartridges go in there and everything. There is nothing, no downside to playing your Switch games on the Switch 2. But what is a major upside is that there are so many games that are natively running better on the Switch 2. I've done a series of probably 30 videos at this point comparing how a game runs on the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2. And I have to say, games like Crisis Core, really huge boost in the smoothness of this game. I mean, there was just a big upgrade here. It was $5 for Xenoblade Chronicles X, but it was so worth it, and it's really made me jump into that game finally and put some hours into it. There are other games like Final Fantasy Tactics that got a free update for the Switch 2, and it makes things smoother and faster more than anything. And that's a big point I want to make here, is that maybe every time you won't see a frame rate boost or a 4K visual update, but you're always going to see faster load times, and that's a huge thing with the Switch 2 that I'm very pleased to see. Now, on top of games that are running well and better on the Switch 2, there are releases for the Switch 2. Of course, there are a ton of them now. Now, laying aside the game card issue, the game key card, which I still don't prefer to buy a game key card, but sometimes I just have to do it because I really want the box to be able to display, because when I display a box back there on my shelf, I can see what game is up there, and it reminds me to actually play it. So I really appreciate that. But some games that are really fantastic here, really loved playing through Donkey Kong Bonanza. This is not just a kiddie game. This is a serious, wonderful game that is the team that did Super Mario Odyssey. They put together such a beautiful game. It did start originally out on the Switch, but released on the Switch 2. And I have to say, there are absolutely zero frame rate drops with this game. I never experienced anything like that. Very well optimized, as it should be. I also have here Odd Path Traveler 0. Wonderful game. Got to get back into it soon. Unfortunately, game key card, but I really like this game, and I think that the upgrade to the Switch 2 edition is so very much needed. It's such a fun game at that 60 frames per second. And then I got this really cheap, $15 for a Black Friday deal, but WWE 2K25. Hadn't bought a wrestling game for years and years and years, but love that this game runs very well on the Switch 2. And of course, one of my latest pickups, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Played this on the PlayStation 4 way back when I had the PlayStation 4 for about 3 months. I really did not have it long, and played it on there. Really got the system to play this game, and I'm so excited that it's on the Switch 2, and it runs beautifully. If you didn't see me playing the demo of it or anything like that, please check that out. I'll have it up here. So that's just a quick rundown of games and the capabilities of the Switch 2. It's really apparent that the Switch 2 is just in the beginning phases of where it's going to go. And that's really where I want to end this video, is that this Switch 2 has so much potential for the future. This is just the first year of this system being out. And if you really look at the long-term plans of this system, yes, Mario Kart did not do very well. I've played Mario Kart and really enjoyed the Mario Kart world, everything about it. But there's more that's to come. There's going to be DLC for that game. For other games, there's going to be more games that Nintendo is going to be putting out. Trust me on this, they always do this. They always really bring out their heavy hitters within this first year and the second year. And it's got a lot more time to go. Resident Evil Requiem just came out, and it's not a game for me, but I really am happy that people are enjoying it, because it is performing just as well as that PS5 version, and that's so great to see. I love seeing these third-party releases come out and do well, and that's really a benefit to all of these gaming companies, because it's providing competition. And Nintendo has always kind of done their own thing, but I'm glad that they are trying to push for better performance and really be a part of the full landscape of gaming. I'm very excited about some games coming up. I played the demo for Pragmata and really enjoyed that. It was such a cool experience, and I loved the battle mechanics and everything. I did a demo video on that game. But the fact is, that's going to come out on the Switch 2 this year. And not only that, but we've got Indiana Jones. I cannot wait to play that. I am not a first-person perspective kind of gamer. I've never really gotten into shooters or anything like that. Don't really prefer that. But I love Indiana Jones, and to be able to play such a realistic, really well done Indiana Jones game, that is super fantastic to think about. So I'm excited about these games that are coming up. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Switch 2. And if you're on the fence about this, I would have to say, go out and buy one. If you are really looking at this video or others like it, and you're saying, man, I really think I should get one, well, go out and get one. They are so wildly available right now, and that price might go up. The price may go up on the system because of international tariffs and domestic tariffs and all of that that's happened with politics and the countries in the world. But it's really cool to see that this system is doing so well. It's selling so well out there. There's a ton of criticism out there, and I try to stay very far away from that, because it does nothing but cause all kinds of friction online. And I really want to be somebody that is sharing the love of the Lord and sharing good things, and this is a good thing. So if you want to go out and buy a Switch 2, you cannot go wrong. And don't listen to people out there on the internet who on Facebook posts who are saying, oh, I want to sell my Switch 2 because I don't like it. I can tell you that there are no downsides. I have played this thing for a long time with the one battery charge, and it's probably been 3 hours at a time I've played it, 3.5 hours maybe, depending on the game. And then I just set it down on the charger. I don't even think about it. It's charged up the next time I want to play it. There really is no complication in this. There's so much good hardware in this, and for it to still be a portable system, I think that is so cool that that type of technology exists today. So I hope this video gave you some great things to think about with the Switch 2, my own personal experience. I have loved it ever since launch day, and I cannot wait to see what comes next with the Switch 2. It's really exciting to see this console continue and the legacy of this whole Switch family of systems just continue to dominate and be creative and fun. And that's really what I've always loved about gaming, is that it should be fun. So if you enjoyed this video today and you want to see more videos like this and a lot of positivity, I really appreciate your like and your subscription if you want to. I thank you so much for watching the video today. If you want me to come out and talk about more of my experience with the Switch 2 in the future, please leave that comment down below and let me know, and I'll talk more about it. I just didn't want to make this video be too long today. I pray you have a fantastic day, and whether you're gaming on the OLED or the Switch 2, I pray you have some happy gaming.